I want to start with a simple question. When was the last time you felt truly calm, grounded, or able to breathe properly because you were outside in nature? There is strong evidence that time in nature improves mental health, reduces stress, and builds resilience. However, these benefits are not shared equally. People from BME backgrounds are significantly underrepresented in outdoors and nature-based activities. In fact, they are nearly twice as likely to live in areas with the least green space. Adding to this, racially marginalized communities face structural barriers like poverty, racism, language, lack of culturally relevant provision, and fear of exclusion of not being welcomed. Myself, having grown up in the 90s facing racism, I recall when the National Front went past my house and my mom told me to keep the lights off or windows will get broken. By facing clear racism in school following on as a teenager, I know from personal experience how these barriers work against you. At 18, I fell into the wrong crowd, and I met a youth worker who supported me to change my life around, which I am forever grateful for. I realized nature was becoming a privilege when it should be a public good. I wanted to give back. From my NHS experience, especially working in a suicide investigation team, mental health became a big part of my life, and I also got fed up of hearing the words like marginalized and hard to reach communities. So therefore, in 2022, I founded Become United. Become United is a grassroots, people of colour-led charity, working across Greater Manchester to ensure people from historically marginalised communities can enjoy the benefits of nature. In the communities we work, many adults and families live in high-density, overcrowded neighbourhoods with limited access to safe and welcoming outdoor spaces. We deliver an average of 5 walks per month, outdoor wellbeing sessions, families activities like walks and nature activities, which is basically forest school activities, which include awareness for BME communities to take ownership of their own environment. Sessions are held in familiar locations supported by trusted people of colour, facilitators with flexible timings, multilingual communication and practical support like transport where needed. Our programs are aligned with the Greater Manchester's 5-year environment plan, which aims to make the outdoors more accessible to diverse communities. Crucially, our staff and volunteers have deep roots in the communities we serve, and they reflect the lived experience of the people we work with, which means we have the trust of the communities we serve. What we have learned is simple. When people feel safe, welcomed, and represented, they engage, and it works. Last year alone, our programs reached 1,000 people across the whole of Greater Manchester. We surveyed our service users, and 85% of beneficiaries consistently report improved mental well-being and confidence in using green spaces independently and reduced isolation after attending our programs. Participants regularly go on to become peer champions or volunteers, helping others feel confident stepping into nature for the first time, which is a common issue. One such example was a single mother who faced domestic violence and attended a walk, then volunteered and became a walk lead from our in-house training, which we made to become more long-term sustainable. She is one of our many walking champions and a great example of our work. So today the ask is £10,000, and we'd like to do 2 things. Number 1, innovate our program and make nature activities more interactive. For example, by using identification apps, resources to identify insects, plants, birds, etc. Number 2, the environmental sector is the least diverse sectors in the whole of the UK. So we'd like to do a environmental climate related jobs program, which includes a careers fair, support with CV writing, interview skills and more. The funding itself will cover trained community facilities, delivery costs, materials, transport, safeguarding and monitoring and evaluation. We have allies and partners with Natural England and Forest England, who are government organisations which both are there to protect wildlife and landscape and also manage forests for the people. Both support us by advice, networking and share learning. This pilot will generate the evidence we need to scale the model and embed long-term access across Greater Manchester, again aligned with the Greater Manchester's 5-year environmental plan. You are supporting prevention, well-being, a long-term change, not crisis response. You're supporting change. Be part of something groundbreaking in the north of England. This is about social justice. We want to innovate, and our offer is crucially to tackle unintended consequences when racially marginalized communities are systemically excluded from green spaces. They're shut out of green careers. By investing in this project, you're not just funding our outdoor activities, you're helping communities reclaim spaces they've historically been excluded from. You're supporting prevention, well-being, and long-term change, not crisis response. Thank you for listening.